when we started the hospital 2019, 2014, 13, 14. So before the operation, we opened the hospital. We have to sit down first and look at the, put a structure that will actually drive the hospital to next level. So we started with a few clinics. Then today we started with 11 clinics. Today we have close to 48 clinics. And secondly, in terms of staffing, we don't actually relax on that. So we look at time to time the areas that we need to, improve training and everything daily. And also, like, for example, the doctors that he's doing, Dr. Tahir just mentioned that we have pediatrics, 5 pediatrics. And, in hospital, to have a full-time 3 pediatrics is not an easy, actually. It's a big, it's a huge investment. It's not, even one doctor, some hospitals, they cannot retain as a full-time doctor, but we have 3 full-time doctors and 2 on-call doctors. So what we actually want, that anytime you call on us, that you get whatever you want, not that, okay, you call, okay, I have a problem. We said, okay, the consultant will see you in so.
That's what I'm going to ask. How do you ensure seamless and timely interventions when people need it? Of course, cost also plays a role in all of this.
In all of this, yes. So these are the things where we have, like, maybe time to time ask questionnaire, okay, from seeing a doctor to lab, all this, how many minutes you spend, because at the end of the day, we have to look at the areas where actually we are holding.
You have lapses.
Yeah, lapses, and this one we work with the HODs, weekly to see how to resolve all these things. And for the equipment that we are talking about to make the, the hospital moving, we are we just completed 10 years, and almost all the equipment in the hospital we have to, renew them. As technology is coming out, you have to go with the innovations are coming every day. New technologies are coming out. So if you are not, actually,
you don't want to be left behind.
So you be at the back. So because of that, we have to every day invest, and
it must cost a fortune to be
yes, one of the one of the actually disadvantages of us in business in Africa is you cannot get, like, maybe a long time like loan or with the companies. In developed countries, you don't remove money, cash, and buy equipment, but here you have to buy. And another thing, the expertise for, like, maintenance, and that's one of the issues. We have to be working day and night on it, because
that you have mentioned day and night leads me to the question on my mind. I don't know whether it's you or the MD that would respond to that. I'm just thinking that the Japa syndrome is with us, but with the number of consultants that you have mentioned that you have in your pool, I'm thinking, what is Nizamiya doing to keep, the qualified doctors, nurses, lab technicians, and all that you have? What are you doing to keep them and to work, to function optimally? What is trending at the moment is that of medical personnel in the facility who didn't want to respond to a patient. But I think Nizamiya is very different. So
actually, the Japa syndrome is affecting everyone in the health sector. That's number one. But still, we create a environment where they feel like, okay, if I travel out, what is more there than
what you get here?
Yeah, you get here. So that is number one. And two, there are still some traveling, but that is the reason why we insist bringing in some doctors, actually, even from abroad, coming back to Nigeria. So we show them, okay, these people are coming from where you want to go, so why are you going there? So that means there's something here. If you stay, you can get. For example, Dr. Tahir was
He's
with
smiling.
the government.
He's smiling. It means he's very comfortable at Nizamia.
Yes. We started with him 2013, and today he's here with us.
You've also been there since 2013?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, Prof,
Yes.
looking ahead, what's the vision for the future, especially when it comes to capacity building and expansion of services?
Yes, as a Nizamia hospital, we believe everybody needs to high quality medical care. So this is the human rights. If you need some medical care, everybody wants to the best. So our target, we improve the all service every year because the medical, the sector is
Evolves.
improving every day. So it's a very difficult job, but we focus the two things. One of them, the high quality doctor. If we find the high quality doctor, we, spend the money. We don't, hesitate to spend the money for the doctor. For example, now we are bringing new cardiovascular surgeon from Spain, and he's a very high quality doctor doing all kind of surgery, but it's not cheap. It's too expensive for the hospital. But we believe if we bring this kind of doctor here and give them to high quality medical equipment, we can improve the quality of the medical service, and people doesn't need to go outside for the treatment.
What about affordability? Because I try to shut my eyes and imagine myself at Nizamia Hospital, not because something is really wrong with me, just for the hospitality.
Yeah.
That would cost a fortune, an arm and a leg.
So the medical sector is, not easy because, for example, now you made an investment. 5 years later, you must renew it again. So because of this, the government also cannot continue with this kind of investment in the world. Many countries, there's a bankruptcy because
so the
of
private
this
sector
problem.
has to deal with it.
So, but we believe this. If somebody needs the medical care, he must, find this treatment in Nigeria.
All right.
It's cheaper than the outside.
Than traveling, exactly. And of
Yes,
course, it
it's
prevents
totally
medical
cheaper
tourism,
than the outside.
which is more expensive. Very true. We need to wrap up because of time. I'd like to get to Dr. Tahir now. I want you to speak to a woman who is pregnant at the moment and probably having a critical pregnancy, a pregnancy with complications. Why would you want to refer the Nizamia Hospital as the best place to have a baby, a healthy baby?
All right. The first thing is, I'm sure her first contact doctor is going to be a gynecologist. So she wouldn't have to wait for hours before she will see a specialist. That specialist will map out the management of that patient and follow up. The younger doctors will help in administering some of this medication. What that means is decision time is so short. An ability to pick any abnormality will now be very high. At the first contact, all the high risk will be identified, the high risk issues, and a plan how to go about it, how to sell through will be already on ground. Even to the extent of what kind of delivery is she likely going to have, what kind of care her baby is likely going to have. This decision can be made in less than 3 hours.
Fantastic. So I'm sure that those who are even planning to conceive can also begin to think of Nizamia Hospital as the best place to have a healthy baby. I think we've completely run out of time, but Mr. Abubakar, your final words to Nigerians who want to patronize Nizamia. Some people think it's for the rich, like Victor was trying to say.
No.
But please clear that.
You think I can afford it?
Yes, you can afford it because health is wealth, actually. So there is no amount that you can spend on health. Yes, people are saying, but actually in Nigeria, to maintain a hospital is not an easy job. So for that, to me, it's not expensive because if you look at US, other developed countries, if you look at the healthcare system.
Sorry if I may interrupt, Muhammad. Our experience during Corona,
10 seconds.
services you have access to, you have the cash, you have the money, but you could not travel. And the service you need is not nearby.
All right.
Just imagine that situation.
Dr. Lawan Tahir, consultant specialist in pediatrics at Nizamiye Hospital. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you very much for having me.
Good Morning, Nigeria.
Thank you.
Let me also thank Mohammed Abubakar, who is Director of Operations at Nizamiye Hospital. We thank you for your time and perspectives. And not forgetting Professor Ibrahim Yamnis, Medical Director at Nizamiye Hospital. It's been a pleasure hosting all three of you. And perhaps I'll just check in one of these days, like I said, for the hospitality, not because I'm sick.
Definitely not with definitely not with your minimum wage. I need to advise her.
No, I'll just visit them. I'll just visit them.
All right, we need to go. Thank you.
I want to say something. We have the policy, if some people needs to help, we are ready.
To also
money
help.
Is not, yes, in emergency
Money is not a
service.
priority. Fantastic. We need that. That's a fine way to end the conversation, by the way. So if you need help, of course, Nizamiye is willing to help.
Yeah, Ray, we've got to
and
go.
also provide health care. I'm Yan Ray John, Live Locked on the NTA.
And I'm Victor, as we will see you again tomorrow.